In 1994, Michael Smith and wife Debbie Gold became executive chefs at the American Restaurant in Kansas City. He began his culinary training in Denver, then traveled and worked in France. After returning to the States, he worked in Chicago at, among others, Charlie Trotter's. His appetizer is Diva scallops.
What we're going to do here today is sautéed sea scallop with some mirepoix vegetable, black truffles, and truffle juice.
Diced parsnip.
A lot of times when you're cutting into small dice, you just want to get a nice straight slice. Scrap all the rest, you don't need it. You can always make soup out of that stuff. Turn these around. Made nice long batinettes. Some of them are not so straight, so we'll straighten those out. And then we'll make our cubes. We also introduce celery into the dish. And if you're going to dice celery and use it in savory cooking, you need to peel it, because there's lots of chewy little strands that need to go away. There we go. That'll be enough. We'll cut these ends off here. Once again, we'll make long, nice strips of equal sizes. You want them always to be the same size as the other vegetables you just cut.
Slices of squash are diced.
There we go. We'll do a couple more. That'll give us an equal amount of each vegetable. There we go. Get rid of these guys. The vegetables help them season.
The veggies are blanched in salted water.
There we go. So we put those in there. Okay. Once the vegetables are poached nicely, blanched for maybe a minute, just a little bit al dente, we'll put them in some nice cold ice water to cool them down and to stop the cooking process. Don't leave them in the water too much. It tends to bleed out some of the flavor into the water. So now we've got a beautiful set of vegetables. And when mixed with some black truffle, some mashed potato, and the sea scallops, it'll be a wonderful dish. Before sauteing our sea scallops, we'll season them on both sides. Salt and pepper, simply. It's enough.
Sear in olive oil.
Then we'll slice some of our truffle. We'll save 2 of these for a garnish, and we'll dice the rest. There we go. Our sea scallops are just about ready to turn. And those take just a minute or 2 on each side, and then we'll go in the oven for another 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven now. At about 375 degrees. We'll be in there for 2 or 3 minutes to finish cooking to the interior where it's nice and warm, yet sort of medium rare. Oh, come on. Oh, I have a small plate. Yeah, here we go. Set them right there. Now I want to utilize some of the juices in this pan. A lot of nice scallop juices in there. So we're going to put our vegetables little bit of chicken broth. Now that deglazing of the chicken stock let loose all of that scallop flavor. A little bit of truffle juice for some depth of flavor. And then our truffles. It's truffle time, so we have to be generous with the truffles. A little bit of butter to smooth it out. Touch of olive oil for flavor. Salt and pepper. We have a potato puree. It's going to go right in the center of the plate, just to kind of hold the scallops together. You can use any favorite recipe that you have. Just like that.
Chopped chervil.
Just needs a little fresh green to set it off. There we go. Now the broth has been kind of thickened with the butter. There we are. That guy on top there. Holy mackerel. That looks pretty good. Here we are. Voila.